always have to be 3 moves ahead.
Yeah, what does that do to your brain?
It's a lot. And so in real life, I feel like we're all kind of strategic, and we all we have to deal with every person differently and every relationship in our life.
Welcome back to the zoo. Our next guest is bringing the beats and the fashion with her new single and music video for Checkmate. We're here with Jena Rose.
Hey,
Jena! How are you?
I'm so good. How are you?
We're great. We're excited you're here.
Thank you.
Now, before we get into the music, we were amazed by her shoes. We still can't figure out whether that's a lighter or not.
Can we get a close?
Hold on, let me just put that cigarette.
I love it.
Stop.
Off your shoe.
I know, they might be lighters. We'll just
Very
It
cool.
needs to be multifunctional.
Thank you.
So talk to us about your new single and music video for Checkmate, and the music video is inspired by the Queen's Gambit on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, actually the song and music video, when I wrote the song, it was during COVID and quarantine, and I had watched the Queen's Gambit, and I was so inspired by not only the girl power, but also chess in general. I grew up playing chess, but I love chess, and I started to think about how that strategy can relate to real life, and how I can put that in a song. And so that's how Checkmate came to be, as well as the music video. And so I'm super excited about it.
That's dope.
Wow.
That's a second single, right? And you kind of have an EP that's coming up.
It's coming.
Okay. Talk to us about that. What's your vision with it?
Yeah, it's going to be called Baby Maybe.
Okay.
And I'm very, very, very pumped about it. I have the next single coming out soon. I can't say the name yet, but I'm announcing it very soon. And yeah, the EP is going to be a lot of the similar vibe to Checkmate, but as well as incorporating even more 80s aspects, as well as hopefully a song in Spanish that I'm going to write as well.
Nice. So this is your debut EP?
Yes.
Okay, because those are a statement, I feel like,
Yes.
you know? Do you feel the pressure a little bit?
Pressure, but I just feel really happy. And,
Okay,
and it's
yeah.
what I've wanted to do my whole life, so.
Wow.
Now, you said you're going to do something in Spanish.
Yes.
Now, obviously your last name, it sounds Spanish, but you have a Texan accent. You're from Dallas, right?
I am from Dallas.
And then before we started, you asked me if I was Cuban because you're half Cuban yourself.
I'm half Cuban.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and you're I'm from Miami. I'm like, oh my God, are you Cuban?
Now,
Of course. Miami
yeah.
Yes.
I'm assuming you have family in Miami, right?
Yeah, I have family everywhere.
Do you
but
visit Miami every
I have never been to Miami.
Oh
and I
my
wanna
God.
Go. I know,
Wow.
I know. I really want to
We
go to
got to
Miami.
take you on
Yes.
a zoo field trip.
Okay,
Yes,
I'm
yes.
down.
All
I'm
of
down.
us.
Just
so
to
down.
connect with your Cuban culture, especially if you're going to be doing a Spanish song.
I know. My family, my Cuban culture is very, very important to me. So I really want to go to Miami.
And why do you want to do a Spanish song? Talk to me about that.
I feel well, my abuelo just passed away kind of recently.
sorry.
Yeah, thank you. And so maybe it's wanting to feel closer to him and just connect with that side of me a lot.
Nice.
That's
I
beautiful.
love that. You know, I want to ask, what I love about the music video is there's a whole aesthetic and there's obviously a theme to it. What's your process when you pick out a single, in terms of the fashion and the music? What's your whole creative process like?
It is a whole process, and I'm super involved with everything, and fashion is very important to me, as well as every aspect of a release. And so for Checkmate, it started with the song, and then it's let's talk about a concept for the music video, and then how would we film it? And we had life-size chess pieces and a chessboard, and so it was a major production, and it was really, really fun, especially coming out of COVID, to be able to do that and be with a huge crew. Everything was safe, obviously, but it was really, really fun to have that experience, as well as pick out the fashion. I have an amazing stylist, Tiffany Gifford, and so we picked out every look, and I'm I want a big ball gown for this. And so a lot of it is a vision in my head, stemming from songwriting, coming to life in a music video.
I love that.
Wow.
So I want to talk about it because you're from Dallas and you live here. Did you have family in LA before you moved?
No, LA is just for my music, basically.
Of course.
Yeah.
But I feel okay, I was born and raised in LA. But if I lived elsewhere, I don't know, I would have been scared to move, on, very young on my own. Did you do that too from New York?
And look how I turned out. Not great.
Great, Nikki. So,
But
what?
bravery.
Yeah, it takes a lot of bravery. You're I'm going to have to make it somehow, Frozen Hot Pockets. Let's do it, baby. But, okay, so what was that like impetus where you're I have to move? Or how long ago was that?
Well, I think, so I've been going back and forth since I was 12. I've really been pursuing this. Like, I've been singing and songwriting and playing piano and guitar my whole life. But when I was 12, I'm like, I'm going to do this. And so I started going to New York first. And then I started going to LA. And then it was so much that it was just like, it was just like a move. And my family has been really supportive. I have an amazing family. My parents are awesome. And so they would travel back and forth with me. And so they still do now. And I love them very much.
Yeah, it takes a village sometimes.
Yes, it does.
Wow.
You know, I love what you said about chess, about how, because I agree with that. I think that people who play chess are able to think strategically in terms of business. I mean, you said you played chess at a young age?
Yeah, I love chess. And you always have to be 3 moves ahead.
Yeah, what does that do to your brain?
It's a lot. And so in real life, I feel like we're all kind of strategic, and we have to deal with every person differently and every relationship in our life. And so that's literally what chess is. And so that's why it makes so much sense in a song and in real life.
I think we need to start playing more chess, guys.
Yeah,
I just gotta be honest. Yeah, I think
I need to read more too. Damn.
Yeah.
Why don't you? I want Umi to guess your horoscope sign.
You're really nice, so I'm gonna say
Okay.
Scorpio, which is the opposite of nice.
Nope.
Are you a water sign though?
I don't think
Gemini.
No.
Capricorn.
Capricorn.
I'm Capricorn! Yay!
This is the game that we're just gonna do with every guest from now on. You guys just love it.
Down the whole
We
list.
guess and we're always wrong, but we don't lose our hope of guessing.
That's so. Where can people follow you?
At Jena Rose Music.
Awesome. Well, listen. Thanks for joining us.
Thank
All right. You have a
you.
Cuban
Oh my
cousin and
God.
me, and we're all family here.